Welcome to the 10th tutorial on Python. Today, we're going to learn about variables in Python. Hello everyone, it's me Sairam and I'll be teaching you Python today. So, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Don't forget to like the video and let's get straight into it. Last tutorial, we discovered that Python can be used as a calculator. So now that we know that we can do some arithmetic operations with these numbers, such as add, subtract, etc., and we'll be doing that a lot of times through all these tutorials. But we must ask ourselves, how can we store the results of these operations? So Python offers us special boxes or containers for that purpose. And these boxes are called as variables. The name itself suggests that the content of these containers can be varied in almost any way. And that also means that they can change when we want them to. So let's make a variable. Let's take a name variable and let's equate it or give it is equal to sign and give it a value. Let's take 1. So what does every single Python variable have? A name and a value. So let's say I want to print this variable. So rather than just printing 1, I can just print this, print variable. And we have 1. So we can see the variable is storing 1. And a variable can store any sort of data. Now we looked at 1. Let's take a float number, 5.0. Or let's change it, 5.6745. When we run it, we once again get 5.6745 in the output. Thus, the variable can also store floats. Let's try a string, Python. And when we print it, we get Python in the output. Thus, a variable can also store a string. Now let's try with something else. Let's try a Boolean value, true. Oh, sorry, just be up, true. And when we run it, it prints true. Therefore, a variable can hold any type of data type. But that but there are a lot of issues related to a variable's name. Variables do not appear in a program automatically. As a developer, you should decide how many and which variables to use them in your programs. But we must also find out how to name them. If you want to give a name to a variable, you must follow a lot of strict rules. And we'll be covering those rules one by one. The first rule is the name of the variable must be composed of uppercase or lowercase digits or the character underscore. So let's take variable underscore 2 is equal to 10. This is a valid variable. When we run it, we get 10 in the output. But second comes a very important rule. A variable's name must always begin with a letter. If I take one variable is equal to 10 and print one variable, run it, it displays an error, a syntax error, invalid decimal literal. Therefore, a variable can never start with a number. It can only begin with the letter. But how about we try to start it with an underscore? And let's change it in our print function to underscore. When you run it, we get the value tag. Thus, we've understood that a variable must begin with a letter or an underscore symbol. Now, Variables are case sensitive. If we take a variable, say variable is equal to 10, and take variable is equal to 5, both of these variables are not the same ones. They are two different variables because Python takes them in a case sensitive way. If we take variable with the starting letter as a small letter and variable with the starting letter as a capital letter, Python interprets them as two different variables. Now we have to move on to something else. A variable's name cannot be any of the Python's reserved words. We cannot name our variable true because true is a Boolean value. If I print true is equal to 1 and print true, we get an error, cannot assign to true. Let's take another keyword like and. And is equal to 1. Let's print it. Print and. When we run it, it once again says and cannot be equal to 1. It's invalid syntax.
Okay, that's it for today. Hope you had a great time learning and make sure to join in on the next tutorial. See you guys soon.